Hello there. Welcome to another short tutorial video. I think it's tutorial 3 part 5. This is the final smoothing stages before paint. So if you're still here and you've been following these in order, well done. Thank you for bearing with me. But also, if you're working on a helmet alongside me doing this, thank yourself for bearing with yourself. Thank the helmet for bearing with you. Each stage, each meticulous little bit that you refine the smoothness of the helmet helps everything later on, because there is nothing worse than going, oh, it'll be all right, I'll just paint it, right? And then you spot that imperfection when it's finished and there's nothing you can do about it because you've got all your beautiful paint job on, you've lacquered it, you've weathered it, whatever you've done, and it sits on your shelf and you stare at that imperfection for the rest of your life going, why didn't I just do it? Why didn't I just do it at the time? I knew I should have done it. I knew I should have done it. Well, this is me telling you in these very long, arduous videos, even though they're short, but there's hundreds of them now, that is why. So you don't get frustrated or annoyed with yourself later down the line, and you can learn from my mistakes and just take your time with it at all of the beginning stages, because every single thing you do helps further down the line. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you on the flip side. One thing, I only showed imperfections that were like holes, right? So they're deeper than the surrounding area that we've already got smooth. So they need filling up to that height. However, there will be some patches, probably like, you see in the ear? Can you see that? Little imperfections? No, that is filler that is too high. Everything else is good, so I can sand that down to this. So I don't need to fill that. So filling and sanding is an art form. You're working with peaks and troughs, so some areas you fill up, some areas you sand down. It's up to you, your assessment, only you can decide. Okay. And you'll figure it out pretty quickly, because it'll be wrong. The lid is gone, don't lose lids, put the lid somewhere safe. It's actually not bad. Right, for a patch-up job, I've done them and I've gone round and I may have just covered the entire helmet in this stuff. But no, overall, I'd say it was 95% pretty damn good. I've just filled these little holes. I filled tiny little imperfections that I know are just going to benefit. And it's just good to take your time. And again, it's a relaxing, meditative process. Spotting imperfections, filling them. It is a meditation, seriously. It's like refining, it's like improving. And for someone who has like autism, or is, you know, neurodivergent, or has like ADHD or something, and generally our brains feel like we don't have any control over any aspect of our life, right? So focusing in on something like this is so beneficial for the mental health of people with neurodivergent brains, because it gives you a sense of control. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying we can control anything in life. I'm saying it focuses you on something which feels like you are controlling something and refining something and perfecting it, which is ultimately what our brains are craving, is perfection, which doesn't actually exist. But if you can do it in a Star Wars helmet, mate, that filters out into all of your life, right? We're humans, we like having rewards, you know, like a dog. If you climb a mountain with a dog, the dog doesn't care if it gets to the top. It doesn't get the same satisfaction. The dog's just like, I'm just running about. It gets its satisfaction every second of its life, whereas a human climbs a mountain, trundles up on all up, and goes, I can't do it, I'm dying, I can't go any further, I can't do it, and then gets to the top and goes, oh my god, look at the view, this is like a spiritual experience, this is incredible. And all they did is just climb a bloody mountain. They just climbed to the top of a bit of rock and then appreciated the view at the top of it, right? We get that sense of satisfaction from completion, from setting a goal and achieving that goal. I can't explain why, I'm not a psychologist, we're humans, we're weird, but that's what we do. So what I'm saying is, you can get that exact same pleasure, presence, focus, meditation, achievement, satisfaction, joy, connection, reconnection with yourself, with who you truly are, from building a Star Wars helmet and using this weird stuff. Okay. Got heated again, I'm sorry. Told you I'm passionate. Right, I think I'm done. And I'm going to leave this puppy overnight to set, to cure, to dry, to harden for, 8 hours. I might start again tomorrow morning. I might do it in the afternoon. I'm going to do it when I feel like it, right? Because this is my life, my rules. All right, so I'll catch you in a sec. I mean, it's going to be a whole 8 hours for me. It's going to be like a matter of seconds for you. It's just going to be an edit, a freeze frame, a click. Okay, it's been overnight. This stuff is now set. So what we're going to do is, guess what? Sand it off. Because this stuff is softer than UV resin or car body filler, you don't want to start with like a super harsh sandpaper because it'll probably just tear it all off. So you want to go a bit softer. I start with 120, but even that is quite coarse, so you might want to start off with 240, which is finer, and just test it. And if you're kind of like, man, this is just taking too much time, downgrade to the 120 gently. You don't want to be like tearing it off. This is more refinements, right? So you want to go careful, and you don't want to damage the rest of the smooth parts. You just want to blend these in. So I'm going to go ahead and do the whole helmet, all the little patches with 120, perhaps 240. I'm just going to go slowly and, see what's what. See how much finer it is? Okay, I've done all the patches in 120. Ooh, a couple of bits like that just need going down a little bit more. Can you see, you got your patch, right, which is where you filled it and then sanded it. But obviously to sand it, you sand around it as well. So the outside area now has scratches, which we also need to sand. So guess what? You go down to 240 and go over everything again, lightly, very, very lightly, because you don't get it all off. But with each pass, with each downgrade of sandpaper, you don't just do the spot, you go a bit wider to start getting rid of those scratches each time, if that makes sense. That's how you blend it in. Thank you very much for watching. Bit of a different video, that one, wasn't it? I wasn't quite as up and down crazy, but maybe I was as well. Hopefully you can see why I do this personally. I talked a lot about neurology and the way people's brains work and how beneficial it is for people who are neurodivergent, but any people, because I think we're all on the spectrum, mate. We all go up and down. We all have crazy things and crazy energy, and we all need to relax. This is how I do it, and it's been a huge benefit to my life since I started it over the past 3-4 years. It's incredible. And I hope you know what I'm talking about if you've tried it, and if you haven't, then please do, because I used to teach meditation, right? I mean, actual like meditation, sit there in a room and meditate, and all of a sudden I couldn't do it because my brain was going crazy constantly, and this calmed me down. It quite literally saved my neurodivergent life. If you want a helmet kit, I say this at the end of every video, but of course I'm going to plug my own stuff because it's me and it's Jeddah Workshop. Why wouldn't I? If you want your own helmet, head on to my website, jeddahworkshop.co.uk. Link is in the description below. I will catch you on the next video. Have a lovely evening, whatever you're doing. Namaste. This is the way. Peace.